Welcome to the Sisters in Service podcast, the space where stories from active duty veterans, military spouses, and even military brats finally get the spotlight they deserve. I'm your host, Kat Corchado, Air Force veteran, movement specialist, and the heart behind this podcast. I started Sisters in Service because too many stories from our community were going untold. Stories of resilience, transition, identity, and the strength it takes to serve and to thrive beyond the uniform. This podcast is about connection, empowerment, and reminding each of us that our service didn't end when our military chapter closed. It simply evolved. Sisters in Service is proudly sponsored by Fit for Life Alliance, a space where people are committed to feeling better in their bodies every single day, and by My Sexy Business, where you can own a business that doesn't own you. So grab your coffee, your journal, or your walking shoes, because every episode is an invitation to listen, learn, and lean into the powerful stories that remind us service is a sisterhood that never fades. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Why Not Wellness. I am your host, Kat Corchado. You know, midlife is hard, and midlife isn't necessarily about a slowdown. But I think we know more than we did before. And today, I wanted to dive into gratitude. You know, I'm grateful for, but maybe this is a little bit different. No, I'm not talking about gratitude for, pumpkin pie, stretchy pants, and cozy socks. Although they forgot the brownies and ice cream, cookies, etc. But let's be real, those things deserve their own holiday award, right? But what I really want to talk about is you. More specifically, the body you're living in right this moment. The body that has carried you through every messy, beautiful, chaotic season of your life. Not the body you had at 20. Kind of miss that body, just a little bit. I don't want to be 20, but I wouldn't mind having that body back. Not the body you hope to get back to. The body you're in today. Wiser, stronger, and full of lived experience. So let's take a breath, drop your shoulders. Let's talk about some deep appreciation that can shift the way you move through this holiday season and maybe the rest of your life. So your body keeps score. I like to call it lifetime receipts. So let's go there. Midlife bodies come with a soundtrack. A little knee crackle here, a shoulder surprise here, a metabolism that clocked out maybe a long time ago. Maybe comes back, leaves during your lunch hour. You never know. And don't even get me started on the days your back wakes up and chooses violence instead of working with you. But here's the twist. Every single one of those sounds, they're proof of a body that has been living, a body that has been showing up. This body healed when you were hurt, even when you were impatient. It adapted when life demanded more work, more caregiving, more emotional load, more physical load, more. It kept going when you were exhausted, overwhelmed, or wondering how you'd make it through another chapter. Think about that for a minute and really let that land. Your body's been quietly rebuilding itself after illness, surgeries, heartbreak, grief, the moves, the transitions, the reinventions, all the things that don't show up on Instagram. Never see anybody on Instagram going, hear that? That's my knee. And it never once said, you know what? I'm done. Nope. Even if it slowed down, even if it needed rest, even if it had to recover, it kept moving forward. That kind of loyalty, that kind of resilience, your body has earned your gratitude. So, gratitude changes what we pay attention to. It's so easy, especially during the holidays, to focus on what feels harder now. The stiffness after sitting too long, the slower recovery after a workout, the days your body politely informs you, ma'am, excuse me, we don't jump like that anymore. And just to be clear, During this time of this season of my life, I don't say I can't do anything. I just say, you know what? I choose not to. It's a little workaround. But gratitude flips the script. Instead of spotlighting the limitations, it highlights the possibilities. You can still breathe deeply, and that breath can calm your entire nervous system. You can move, maybe differently than before, but move you absolutely can. You can get stronger, even now, especially now. Your body is still capable of change, still capable of growth, still capable of surprise. Gratitude reminds you to notice what's working instead of judging what's shifting. And let me tell you, once you start paying attention to what's working, your whole energy changes, your whole mindset shifts. You know, your body's been brave, and so have you. So let's take a second to honor what you've navigated. Careers that stretched you thin, not the kind of thing you wanted. Raising families with a full heart and not nearly enough sleep. Losses that reshaped your life and reshaped you. New beginnings that scared you. Health scares that forced you to breathe differently. Recoveries that required patience you didn't know you had. Transitions you never saw coming but still handled like a boss, like the resilient human you are. Your body didn't bail. Even when you limped, even when you cried, even when you doubted, it kept going. Gratitude takes that history, all those chapters, and turns them into fuel for what's ahead. It says, it whispers, you've been through harder things than a new workout routine. You've survived more than a little soreness. You've already proven you can rise. Your body isn't fragile. It's evidence of everything you've overcome, and it's still becoming. Gratitude, here's something you didn't maybe already know, literally makes us healthier. So you just learned something today. And here's where science steps in with receipts of its own. Gratitude isn't just a warm, fuzzy feeling. It changes your physiology. When you practice gratitude regularly, cortisol, your stress hormone, goes down. Sleep quality improves. Emotional resilience rises. The immune system gets a boost. Your motivation for healthy habits increases. So what does that look like? When your stress drops, you have more energy. When your sleep improves, your body repairs better. When you feel emotionally grounded, movement feels doable. Gratitude becomes the quiet yes behind every healthy choice. It's not forcing, it's not shaming. It's a gentle redirection, redirecting you towards what nourishes you and what's best for your body. This is why gratitude pairs beautifully with movement. They reinforce each other. Gratitude also connects us to community. Let's talk about the people around us, because gratitude doesn't end with our bodies. Our bodies don't just carry us, they connect us to others. Think about your walking buddy, your Pilates tribe, the people who show up in your online community, the folks who text, "Did you drink your water today?" The ones who celebrate your wellness wins or lovingly nudge you when you need accountability. When you're grateful for the people who move, stretch, and laugh and grow with you, you show up more consistently. You let yourself be supported. You become support for others. There are people lurking back here watching you. Not in a creepy way, but they're kind of saying, she started working out, or he started working out. Maybe I can do that too. Wellness in midlife, it's not a solo journey. It's a collective shift. And gratitude is the glue that holds that community and our bodies together. Gratitude doesn't pretend aging isn't happening. It just refuses to let aging be the headline. Your body is not done. It still has strength left to build. It still holds energy you haven't tapped into yet. It still desires joy, movement, freedom, and a life that feels good from the inside out. So take a moment today, maybe right after you've listened to this episode, and thank your body. Thank it for every mile it has carried you. Thank it for healing even when you doubted it. Thank it for adapting, rebuilding, protecting, and showing up, because that's what it does every minute of every hour of every day. Appreciate where you are. Honor where you've been and walk into tomorrow knowing the truth. Gratitude isn't passive, it's power. And your body has earned every ounce of it. So thanks for hanging out with me today on Why Not Wellness. If something in this conversation sparked a shift, even a tiny one, go do one bold thing for your well-being today. Stretch your spine, drink a tall glass of water, take a quick walk, or text someone who's been a part of your wellness journey and say thank you. Small actions create big shifts. And your midlife story, honey, it's nowhere near its final chapter. So until next time, I'll see you. But in the meantime, keep it moving. Tell somebody else. So, I'll see you soon. Bye.